Andy, Cubase 7.
Cubase 7. It's obviously the new release out December 5, which is next week. Who knows by the time you post this video. So let's have a quick look at it. So I guess the key feature, the key new feature in Cubase 7, and this is what everyone's talking about, is the mix window. So, you know, we've read your comments on the forums in the lead up to, I guess, Cubase 6 and 7, and this was one of the most requested features. So to give you a general overview of it, first of all, it looks completely different. So if I hit play, let's get some meters going up. It's completely customizable and scalable. So if I want to actually, say I'm working in the studio, I want to move to my laptop, you can see here, I can click on it, I can move it around. Okay, the other thing I can do is control what I see in the mixer. So I can have a channel overview, I can have a meter bridge if I want, I can have an EQ curve, pictures, if pictures is your thing, you want to put pictures of yourself up on there, on the drummer. But probably one of the important things is this notepad feature. So if you're like me, you're doing a million mixes all day, every day, you load up the mix from yesterday, what was different about it? Now I can actually write what was different about it in the actual mix itself. So you can see it's a completely different view. So everything is customizable, and if I want, I can save up to 4 configurations on each mixer. So now I can go to the next one. Let's take all of these guys off. Maybe have channel racks. Let's save this as a second view. So you can see I can move through views very quickly. Right, so what is unique about this new mixer? First of all, the views. So we've got routing, inserts, EQ, channel strip, which we'll talk about, and sends. They're all up the top. We can turn them on and we can turn them off very quickly. So if I want to see my inserts, I can click on it. Just this is brilliant. The fact that I can turn an insert on and off at a touch of a button. If you're like me, you've got millions of plugins on your studio computer. This is obviously my demo computer, but I type compressor and I can see all my compressors. So really easy to find your plugins. Because before you would have noticed that you'd have pages and pages and pages of compressors that you need to actually go through to find.
So why did you redesign the mix then? Because I mean, it's quite a fundamental kind of aspect.
It's a really good question, and I guess people wanted more flexibility in terms of routing, more flexibility in terms of what they actually see. I didn't actually notice the old mixer had become tired or old until I started using this, and that's the crazy thing. A lot of people won't actually know the difference between the old one, what's new and the new one. So I guess it's more things like, for instance, one of our famous artists said, I work with 100 tracks, so I want to be able to find all my vocal tracks. So there I can click on my vocals, I can highlight it, and immediately there's a vocal. So that's one reason why we changed it. It's all about workflow, it's making life easier. For instance, in Cubase before, if we wanted to work with that track, and this track, we had to move them all together on the project window. Now we just hit Command. Let's say we want to work with those tracks. We can quick link them, which will instantly link them together so we can move them around. Or we can take quick link off and we can go to I guess it's more of an intuitive link. So if we want to link the pans, the EQs, the inserts, we can, and now anything we do to one channel will affect all of the channels.
Oh, that's neat. So it's almost like subgrouping.
Exactly, kind of like subgrouping, but a frustrating part of that is, let's say I just want to change the pan on one track, which is why we've now introduced this suspend feature. So I click on suspend, and now I can just edit the track, go back up, and start working away.
Yeah.
And it goes hand in hand with this guy here, the overview track. So if I just jump out of the mixer for a second, let's go to the vocal, chorus, open this guy, the overview track here. So you can see this is the new channel strip, which is also included in the mixer. You can go to a noise gate. We can go to an envelope shaper. You can see there's 2 types of tube saturation, 3 types of limiters, 3 types of compressors. So I can work with any of these guys in this window here, but also, this is cool. This is all about workflow. What if I want to see my signal path through the mixer? I just click on that, and now I can see every routing option that's coming from the track that I'm working on. I can also flick backwards and forwards between their channel strips and our inserts on this window now. So it's almost like a path. You can walk through and you can edit the vocal, then you can go to the group, and then you can edit the vocal group. And of course, going back to my mixer, you can see the channel strip is also here. Let me move that down a bit so that you can see it, maybe move it out a bit. Also, a great thing about it is if I want to start moving stuff around, you can see I can copy and paste very quickly. So why did we redevelop the mixer? If you're a professional user, then it's not just for the professional user. but it just makes life seriously so much easier in in an actual mixing environment now. One other thing, I could probably say one other thing all day. The new control room meter. So the control room's always been in Cubase, but now we've redeveloped it. So it actually sits here in the mix window. If I want to go up and say add a few, where is it? VST connections. If I want to come up here and say studio, add channel, let's add some cues. So there might be Vox.
So that gives you like headphone mixes and that's...
Exactly, so it's adding talkback, headphone mixes, different monitor mixes, so if I've got different monitors in the studio. But now I can come over to the control room feature right here and I can start working with things like the dim level, the talkback level, the signal level, the click level, the listen level. And of course you can add VST effects over the top for each individual performance send. So we've completely redesigned that, and most importantly, loudness. So there's new loudness regulations coming in all over the world. Europe have introduced it, you can see it in Japan, you can see it in America, but they're all different. So loudness is basically people saying we've had enough of everything being a brick wall and coming out without any transients. Especially for television, you notice the ads are so much louder than the actual program itself. So what we can now do is go into the mixer, we hit play. Where is play? Probably going past it, hold on, 2 secs. There we go. So let's get some metering action up. So we've got the digital scale here, and I can come through and I can say, right, show me the British scale, show me the Nordic scale, and then of course the EBU scale, which is quite important at the moment because Germany, I think Scandinavia and a lot of these different countries have actually already introduced this as regulation. So it's important to be able to see how you're metering at any one point in time.
Can you then bring the level down easily within those?
Sure, you basically if you have a look at the where is it, the loudness, it shows you the short-term monetary mix. This will actually measure it and it'll tell you, give you the integrated and the range and actually show you how much you need to bring it down to fit into each individual area's guidelines. So that's cool. Sorry, I keep saying one other thing. This is a massive thing in Cubase. Now I've been able to say, right mouse click, where is it? I want to work with these channels. Move selected tracks to new folders, add effects channel to selected channels. So you can instantly route it straight to an effects track. Time saving. You don't have to sit there and create, routing and different, different paths to the effects that you want to put over your tracks. That's a good overview, I think, of everything that's in there. So
once again, out soon, right?
What's that?
Out very soon.
Out very soon.
Yeah.
It's too loud in here. It's out December the 5th. So, but you can already pre-order from every good music store near you.